All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Kakadash. That the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son Ba'ashem, and name Hamashiach Kabashai. And the true names of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, His only begotten Son Hamashiach Kabashai, because those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kadash tongue. And I say Barak Abam to the elders and apostles, Wa'aki and Wa'akbar, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of the M.O.T.B news updates as of June the 5th, 2025 on this Thursday afternoon. And this is from the website of fintechfinancial.com. As of June the 5th, 2025, it reads, it says how central bank digital currencies are transforming global payments in 2025. It says the way we move money is changing. It says while we often think of central banks as slow moving and traditional when it comes to the future of money, they are not standing back. It says the central bank digital currency of the CBDCs has moved from experiments and projects to active plots and roll out several regions. What started as a cautious exploration has become a serious push to redefine how we transact both domestically and across borders. It says, so what exactly are the CBDCs, and more importantly, how are they reshaping global payments? It says, what is a central digital bank currency? Question mark. A central digital bank currency is a digital form of country currency, which the central bank digital currency issues and controls. Unlike cryptocurrencies, which are decentralized, a CBDC is a centralized operates while the existing financial system, just a digital format. It says there are two main types of central digital bank currencies being explored. The retailer CBDC for the general public to use everyday payments like digital cash. The wholesales of central digital bank currency that are used by financial institutes for interbank transfers and settlements. It says the end goal isn't to replace the physical cash, which it is. It is gonna replace the physical cash, because we're about to entering a digital currency and a digital money and digital cash, and it's definitely going to replace the physical paper, because the physical paper is going to be the thing to pass. It says the end goal isn't to replace the physical cash overnight, but to modernize and streamline the way money moves while we're retaining full government oversight. Why are central banks move so quickly? It says there is no single reason. It's more like the combination of pressure coming to head, such as declining of physical cash, right? Because we're seeing it, in modern day times, because we're living in modern day, we're living in modern day society, because people don't really use cash like that, because they use their credit cards, they use their QR codes, they use their Apple Pay, Google Pay. As an example, as I just mentioned, because the use of the physical paper dollar is going to be the thing to pass. Now we do see people still use the paper dollar, but as things being progressed, as everything is being, with technology, when everything is being digitized with technology of this, of technology of payments, with your phone and with the technology, and it's a digital technology device that they implement in your body, which a lot of people have took already, so they can use to buy or sell, especially with this technology, because everything is digital transactions with technology nowadays, which they're going to fully implement that. But we definitely seeing the increasing declining of the use of the physical cash, because people are using credit cards nowadays. They're using their Apple Pay, they're using their Google Pay, other forms of platforms that's related to digital transactions, and without using the physical cash. It says declining of the use of the physical cash. Digital payments have already taken over. Right, digital payments have taken over. Digital payments have already taken over in many countries. Central banks wants to use they stay relevant in that shift. It says the rise of private digital currencies, stablecoin and cryptocurrencies are growing rapidly, right? Especially as of lately, the cryptocurrency and the stablecoin and the Bitcoin definitely been rapidly growing. It says stablecoins and cryptocurrencies are growing rapidly. The central digital currency give banks a way to offer a regulated alternative, a geopolitical and economic strategy. It says some countries sees the central digital currency as a tool to strengthen a monetary sovereignty, to reduce reliance on the dollar. Like, that's what we see in countries like Nigeria, China, and some South American countries in the BRICS nations that they turn away from the American dollar and they use their own form of currency or teaming up together to have an alliance, to not depend on the euro dollar or the American dollar no more. It says, or even shape the cross-border trades dynamics. It says a need for fast and cheap payments. Traditional bank systems can be slow to expensive, especially for international transfers. The central digital currency offers a faster and potential low-cost solution. The global progress. It says who's leading the way. So far in 2025, a number of countries have already made significant progress. It says China has expanded its digital one beyond the polite cities, with the world usage growing in the transport, retailers, and government payments. It says Europe is well in the development phase of the digital euro, with the commercial banks beginning to test integrations. Brazil, India, Nigeria has launched central digital currency initiatives aiming at improving financial inclusions and reducing the shadow economy. The U.S. remains cautious, but continues to research a digital dollar, particularly responds to development elsewhere. How will the central digital currency change global payments? This is where things get interesting. The central digital currency could impact payments in multiple ways. Fast cross-border transfer, right? Because they're gonna have an option where, to do a cross-border payments online and offline. As I add a side note to that, it says fast cross-border transfers. Right now, international payments are slow, expensive, or in routed through multiple intermediaries. The CBDC has potential to cut out much of the complexity if two central banks agree on a direct settlement channel. Transfer between the countries could almost instant reduce fees and frictions, increase transparency and traceability, potential pressure on banks. It says great access, digital finance, CBDC versus crypto. Let's be clear, CBDC are not cryptocurrency. It may be the word digital, but there is similar ends. Right, so we're definitely going to be moving towards the digital currency. That's how it's going to shape as I read that news article. And this is the book of Revelations. It's Revelations 13, verse 16. And it calls on all, both small and great, rich or poor, free or bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their FOREHEDS. Right, so this is what we're seeing, more pushing of a digital cash society, as we're seeing the use of the paper physical dollars is declining, and it's definitely going to be the thing of the past. Despite the fact they're trying to hold on to it, but it's going to be a thing of the past. As I read that news article. Now, of course, it's still, the physical paper dollar is still valuable, but everything's going digital nowadays. So that shows you more increasing signs as the days progresses on. So the physical cash is going to be the thing of the past because everything is digital nowadays. It says, and it calls all, both small and great, rich or poor, free or bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their FOREHEDS. Right, so this is what they're pushing forth, this RFID and CHIP, in order for you to buy or sell, to do transactions. And as we see in the physical paper dollars, when we think of the past, so your personal information, that your medical information and your financial information, they're gonna have this stored in this technology device that they want to implant in the upper part of right part of your body in order for you to buy and sell. This is Revelations 13 verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he have the Quran or the name of the BEAST or the number of his name, right? This financial system, or the number of his name. Was they gonna push that Quran of that SIX 303 squared SIX? Revelations 13 verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him have understanding. Count the number of the BEAST, for it is a number of a man, and his number is SIX 303 squared SIX. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying. Of the M.O.T.B news updates as of June the 5th, 2025. Yeah.
Only want some twisted.
Alright.
You get something.
There you go.